Hi friends, great to see all of you with yet another interesting video. This is about a very interesting experience that I had a few years back when I started my big time professional career in training and consulting. So this was a very challenging assignment, as I always keep telling you time and time again about my mentor. My mentor always challenges me. He always pushes me hard. He wants me to do the best. He always pushes me to go out of the way to deliver the best of the result. So one such assignment he challenged with me is that particular assignment of working and doing a training program for a public sector enterprise. You know, highly unionized public sector enterprise, what kind of a challenge that you can come across. And he said that the average age group of this particular group would be somewhere around 50, and if you can make an impact, you will be able to directly take up a really tough challenging participant. So this was a few years back, and I think it was somewhere during 2001. And that time, the private telecom players were all up in the market, and they were all giving amazing services to the customers. Customers were so thrilled. Whereas if you look at the public service enterprises, the customer service is one of the areas where always there is a huge challenge, because these companies never give importance to the customers. And you know, gone are the days when people used to wait for years together to telephones and mobile phones or whatever it is. So today people can just walk in and you can have phone in your hand just like that. Whereas that was not the case a few years back. So you have to apply the phone, you have to wait for years together. Maybe if you apply, your grandson will get that kind of scenario. It was there. So the people who are working in this public sector enterprise and this particular telecom industry, they all had a lot of heavy baggage. The attitude is totally different. So the government realized, after these private players have come into the marketplace, the government decided, okay, now one of the challenges that all of us are facing, especially in this particular company, is to take care of the customers. If we can take care of the customers, I'm sure we will have go a long way, because they have all facilities in terms of connectivity, network, everything they have. They have employees, they have offices, they have infrastructure everywhere. But the only thing that they have the challenges is the customers. So how can we take care of the customers is something which this organization wants to work on. So they've rolled out a tender, and few organizations are shortlisted, and we were also shortlisted into one part of the state of Tamil Nadu. So what we were asked to do is, we were asked to make a small presentation. The first training program, of course, the content was given by them. We need to customize it in terms of make it more interactive and without changing the essence of this entire product. So we tendered, it was a tendered out document, and luckily we got assignment, and we have 3 people shortlisted, and they said, we were going to give you a sample batch, and if you guys can do wonders in this sample batch, you will be given the complete contract. So I took the challenge, and I went, and we started this training. The first batch of program was really tough people, and some of the senior level people. You know, in telecom, at those days, we had only 2 kind of employees, so who were actually having the first face with the customer. The first type of people are the people who are going out and fixing the telephone faults. They are called as the linemen. The second type of people, the people who sit in the office, and they generally don't respond to any queries that you put forward to them. So the linemen, the customer service strategy is very simple, because they have these people, they go to different houses, and during the festive season, whether it is Diwali or any other festival, they go, they have a small notebook, they go and ask some money, and people give some kind of a contribution because of festival, and they are very happy with that. So like that, whoever takes care of them, they are very good with that particular customer. Whereas the people inside the office, they are the real tough people. So it's very difficult to handle them. So these were all the people put into the batch. And when I started my training session, the first 15-20 minutes, I don't have any control, because it talks about the history of the company, when it was started, the British started, and all of that. So after 15-20 minutes, one gentleman who was one of the participants, he just stood up with a thick mush and all. He looked at me and said, like, you know, why are you giving training program for us? If you want, you can give training program to our senior people or people above us, or you can give training program for the people below us. We are all doing our work correctly. And he said this, and after 15-20 minutes, he had little upset about it. So he started walking. So the remaining people said, sir, ignore him. This person is the union leader, so he'll be like that only. So after tea break, he came in, and he started involving ourselves. We also changed the entire format of the learning. People had a lot of fun, a lot of learning. It was a 5-day training program. We gave all kind of activities and gifts and all that. On the 5th day, these people, all the 25 participants, they all decided to form a team, and they organized a very nice farewell for us, gave very nice lunch and gift and all that. And this particular person who stood up at that point of time, he said, that we don't need training and all that. He said, I want to talk to you. And he came towards me. And I said, tell me, sir, what is it? So he started telling that I have two daughters. The elder one is doing her MPhil. The second one is in the final year of BTech. Now tell me, sir, what happened? So she started telling that my kids started talking to me totally differently. Both of them came and told me, what happened to you the last 3-4 days? I could see smile on your face. I've never seen smile on your face, at least in the recent past for the last 15 years at home. What actually happened? So that particular thought has really provoked me. And I started realizing that I was a very, very tough guy all these days. So I want to change myself. So he shared this experience with us. And the next week after, he started giving chocolates to everybody. He started interacting with a lot of people so very nicely. And that had created a lot of impact on that. Like this, in that company, we have done a lot of work, close to about a year and a half where the assignment. We did multiple programs all across most of the places in the state. And some of the offices have got the second best award in customer service. The reason that I'm trying to tell you is that any learning has to happen with some kind of a spark inside, and that change has to happen within. And if that within there's no change, I'm sure they'll not be able to make any kind of a contribution in terms of making any learning impactable. And it's also applicable for us also, my dear friends. Anything that you read, whether it is a book, any workshop that you attend, anything that you listen to some of your mentors or elderly people, and if you can pick up that one powerful message, and that can kindle your spark inside your heart, and then you can start working towards it, you will definitely go places. That's what I've learned. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity to speak to you about this. Bye.